Good evening, folks. Oh, ha ha, ha ha ha. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, look at that. Harvey's fixed it. It's all done. Wrong. No, you know what? I'm just getting it. I'm just getting it ready for its long slumber. I've put all the tops on. I've lubricated everything, and I managed to get this working. Look, it all works. I had to straighten the rod. I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy. It's not even completely straight at the moment because it's really hard. It's high tensile steel. I don't know how it got bent in the first place. I don't know if you can hear Mario Lanza in the background. I hope not for the copyright. Shit, I forgot about that. But anyway, very hard to straighten it out because I haven't got a vise here. I need a industrial vise and I haven't got anything like that. But there we go. You know, it's going at the moment. Look at that. It did jam up earlier on again, but I think it sort of freed itself. Don't talk too soon. Right, I better stop while I'm ahead. But I've taken the board out again. Actually, the power supply board. I'm still not getting any power to the power amps. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I spoke to George Christophe today. We had a little chat about it. And he reckons it's the transformer, and I'm beginning to think that now because I've changed everything on this now to do with the power supply. I've got a few more components to come, and I've changed Q502, and that's one of the transistors. That's a DC amplifier. So what it does, it boosts the DC for the 27 volts. So I have changed it. I've put a brand new one in, brand new transistor. But I haven't tried it yet because I'm waiting for a capacitor and a resistor. There's a very powerful 2-watt resistor there, and it's 850 ohm 2-watt, and it's reading 1000 and something ohms. So I thought, you know what, I'll try 2 more new components, put them in. If it doesn't work, I'm putting it back in its box, and I better stop the music. Alexa, stop. Right, it's actually messing up my concentration at the moment. It was all right when I was working on this, but when I'm making the video, right, just hope it doesn't come up on the copyright now. Damn. So yeah, you know, it does look good, doesn't it? It's a nice machine, you know, stereo as well. And I did try it yesterday with the power on and the board in place, but as I said, it's not powering the amplifiers. Everything works on it. The forward, rewind, play. Even the we call it the tubes light up as well. So even they light up when you put it in record mode. So everything's working as it should. The only thing that doesn't work, and that's wrong, isn't it? How can I say that everything's working as it should? It's not working as it should, apart from the power going out to the boards, the amplifier boards. That's the only thing that's missing. And I don't know what else to do because I've done everything on that board. I mean, there's nothing more to do, really. So I try to measure the power coming from the transformer. I'm getting the right voltage for the deck, for the mechanism. But I'm only getting like 16 volts AC, and it should be 34 according to the book, to the workshop manual. So George reckons it could be a short in the transformer. So I'm only getting half the voltage. Like one of the coils have burnt out, and so I really don't know. The only way to find out is if I had a replacement transformer. So if anybody's got one of these Tandbergs, I mean, all models are compatible. They all got the same transformer. It's a 286. That's the actual number on the side of it. It's a big black lump. You have a look at my other videos and you can see it. But it's literally, I think it's only 4 bolts you need to undo, and you also get the filter caps as part of the whole package. I think it's actually bolted to the transformer as far as I can recall. So if anyone's got one, I mean, I'm quite willing to pay the postage and stuff like that, provided you're in the UK. And perhaps, I don't know, if you want something for the transformer, I don't know. Depends how greedy for money you are. Shouldn't have said that. No, it's too late. But, you know, as I said, if you want to donate a transformer for this so I can get it working, I'll be really pleased. because I've spent, you know how much time I've spent on this. It's been months now. It's been 6 months of last year, and I'm just sick and tired of it. I've got other things to get on with. I've got a new motor run cap for that Sony I bought, the Sony TC270. So I want to get the new capacitor in there and just give it a little clean up, because the thing's working actually really well. It's just I need to change that motor run cap because I'm sure it's leaking, because there was a speed variation on it the other day when I tried it, although it did correct itself after a while. Maybe the capacitor reformed itself, I don't know, but I'm not going to take the chance. I'm going to just remove it and throw it in the bin and just put a brand new one in. 2 microfarad I think it takes. But yeah, if I get the board in tomorrow, if those bits arrive, it'll probably be next day actually. I think it'd probably be Thursday, something like that. I'll just show you this working, mechanically working, but you won't hear anything. I've even tried to plug in my little cheap little Chinese amplifier over into the back of it in the preamp section, and I'm getting nothing. Nothing's coming out. So obviously I do need some power going into either the preamp, and I'm getting nothing. So I don't know if it works with those 2 new components and that transistor in. I'm going to be really, really shocked. I'll be amazed, in fact. You know, so keep your fingers crossed. If not, I need a new transformer. So if anyone's got a transformer for any Tandberg series, apart from the 70s type, you know, the 70s upright machines, but any sort of Tandberg model 12, what's this one? No, this is yeah, here we are, series 12 or 15 will work. I think they're all basically the same. So yeah, if you've got one and you wish to donate it to me, please, I'll be really, really grateful. So I really would like to get this working and just start using it. You know, I might even put it somewhere here in the kitchen workshop and use it as an everyday machine. But until I get another transformer, I mean, as I said, if you know, when I put the board back in with those 2 new components and it works, it'd be a miracle, seriously. But I'm not getting the right power out the transformer unless, because there's a multi-plug connector coming out from the back of it, from the transformer, and those wires go elsewhere to other little places. So whether it's attenuating the power because it's been rediverted to some other components like the voltage regulator, I mean, the thing is, I might plug it in, you know, when I get the 2 other parts. I mean, I've got the new transistor now, the Q502, which is a DC amplifier to actually boost the DC voltage. So maybe that was at fault, who knows, because it only read as a diode in circuit. I don't know. The other one reads as a transistor in circuit, the other one reads as a diode in circuit, and as soon as I took it out, it read okay. But I remember Andy saying once that he took a transistor out and it read okay, but when he put it back in circuit again, it didn't work, and then when he replaced it, it was fine. So I'm just listening to people's other experiences, whatever, and just taking note on all that, what people have said. So hopefully it might work, but then again, I think it's a transformer issue. Although the 2 fuses did blow, but George was saying if the slow blow fuses were too slow blow, then it might have attacked the actual one of the windings on it, because there's actually 3 windings that come off this transformer, and one of them's 145 volts AC. There's one for 16 volt AC. I think that pilots the light, powers the little light under there or something like that, because this works as well when you turn it on. That light works, as I said, when you put it in record, that works. The 2 what do you call it, not LEDs, I was going to call them the 2 tubes, actually, the green magic eyes, that's the word I'm looking for. The magic eyes come on, but no power to the amplifier, so I can't use it. And what's the point? I could use it for winding tapes from one spool to another, and that's about it. I can't actually listen to anything, which is a real bummer. So there we go. So it's all ready to really go back in its case. Well, once I put the board back in, I mean, if it doesn't work after all that, I'm just going to stick it back in its box, like Zebedee going back in his box, doing, and just wait until I get another transformer, and then I'll just swap it over, which is probably about half an hour's job. Just need to take it out of the case again, disconnect the 4 screws, there's one multi-plug you need to unplug, and that's it really. Bolt it back in, and so yeah, you got to solder the two mains cables to it, obviously the two wires for the mains, and that's about it. It's quite an easy job, but I just need another transformer. I mean, I've been looking on eBay, but the only thing, they've got a complete machine. I don't really want a complete machine. Number one, I haven't got the room, and secondly, what am I going to do with another machine? I really don't need it, unless it was really dirt cheap, and then I'll just strip it all down for spares. That's about it really. There's no way I can have another machine here. I really haven't got the room anymore. And there we go. Right, so that's the latest. So it's not good, and it's not bad. Well, I freed up the mechanism for now. That works again. It did jam up earlier again, actually. I don't know. I've straightened it as much as I can, that rod. It should be straight, and it's got bend in it. And I managed to straighten out a little bit. And I really hurt my hand doing it, actually. Oh, it's still a bit red there. Oh, right in there, that bit. Oh, really hurt. I tried to use two pair of pliers. So I was gripping it on one and then bending it with the other one. And it was such a job. I even had to buy another pair of pliers, especially because I only had one pair. So that arrived tonight via Amazon. And, you know, I'll try to straighten it. But I've done it as straight as I can. It's still a bending, actually. There we go. That's how it should work. Don't jam on me now. Don't jam on me now. There we go. Anyway, as I said, I need to get on with other things. I can't spend my whole life fixing this damn machine. God. There we go. So I'm going to make myself a nice cup of coffee and put a big slug of brandy in it. So I think I deserve it. I've been at this machine all day long. All day long I've been at it. Really, believe it or not. Oh, God. Yeah, I bought this kit of resistors on Amazon yesterday. They're all 1 watt. I thought I'd cover myself and get 1 watt, because a lot of the valve stuff I work on is either half watt or 1 watt. So you know what, you can't go wrong. And there's how many? 1,000 and something resistors in this pack. 20 quid, £19 something, and it covers quite a lot of the actual values I need. I've actually bought them as, you know, on eBay, like 10 in a pack, and that's £2.50. Well, this is £19 something, and you've got over 1,000 something, and it covers all the values you probably need if you're working on valve gear, which I normally do. So I thought, you know what, I'll get it, and it's pretty good. Obviously, it did come broke in the corners there. The plastic always breaks. Look at that, bits of broken plastic there, but no big deal. So there we go. I bought that the other day. Keep spending money I haven't got. I need to get my car done still got a dent in the front, and that's going to be £168. Oh yeah, £168 with one of these paintless dent removal companies. I just haven't got the money spare at the moment. That's the only problem. But there we go. Right, that's the latest on this bloody pain in the butt machine. Right, I'm going to go. But as I said, if anyone's got a spare transformer for one of these, either a Series 12 or 15, please let me know. There should be an email address on the About section. Just let me know, please. Okay, right, good night to you all. And what's the time? They're coming up to 10 to 11. And I'm going to go make my coffee because I really deserve it. I've been standing up for about 6-7 hours. Yeah, and I'm tired. Okay, I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.